Hello, hi children. Hope you're all fine and safe. In my previous session, I have given brief introduction on chapter circles. In today's session, let us learn two important theorems on circles. First theorem, the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. I have drawn a circle with the center O and xy is tangent to the circle. The common point between tangent and circle is called point of contact. P is called point of contact. Now we need to prove that the radius drawn to the point of contact is always perpendicular to the tangent. Means OP is perpendicular to the tangent. XY we have to prove. How will you prove, children? So we have to prove that OP is the shortest distance from all the other points on XY we have to prove. Is it clear? So if this is a line, then so this is the shortest distance compared to all other points. So I can draw like this. Anywhere, this is all distances from point O to X, Y. And the shortest distance is this one, isn't it? And this shortest distance is always it is perpendicular to that given line XY. Now here, so let me take this as P. So now we have to prove that OP is the shortest distance. If you prove OP is the shortest distance, then that shortest distance is always perpendicular to the tangent. So let us prove that one. So data first we have to write. What is the data? A circle with the center O and tangent XY to the circle at a point P. This is a point of contact, circle with the center O and XY is a tangent to the circle. Now, what we have to prove? Next step after data you should write to prove. What to prove? OP is perpendicular to XY we have to prove. To prove this one we need construction. What is the construction? Take a point Q on XY other than P and you have to join O and Q. Let us write that one. Take a point Q other than P, join O, Q. Let intersect the circle at R. Let it intersect the circle at R. It's clear? Proof. How will you prove, children? Since Q lies outside the circle, since Q lies outside the circle, I can write OR is less than OQ, isn't it? OR is part of this whole OQ, isn't it? So let me write OR is less than OQ. So what is the reason we can write here? A part is less than whole. Got it? Next, but OR is equal to OP. OR is equal to OP. They are radii of the circle because radii of the same circle. Now, in place of OR, you can substitute OP. So, OP is less than OQ. So, we are proved, children. OP is always less than OQ. OP is less than OQ because OP is equal to OR. So, OR is less than OQ. Now, you can write OP is less than OQ. Since this happens for every points on the line XY except point P. point P. OP is the shortest of all the distances of the point O to the points on XY. Therefore, OP is perpendicular to XY. OP is the shortest distance, and we know that the shortest distance is always perpendicular to the line. Last you write QED, quad errata demonstrandum, means hence the proof. Now let us learn number of tangents from a point on a circle. There are 3 cases, children. So let me draw one circle. Now the point is inside the circle. Case 1, the position of the point is inside the circle. Case 2, the point is on the circle. Got it? Now case 3, the point is outside the circle. Now when point is inside the circle, so how many tangents you can draw? When a point is inside the circle, no tangents can be drawn, only secants can be drawn. Got it? So when point is inside the circle, no tangents can be drawn. When point is on the circle, you can draw only one tangent to the circle. Case 3, when a point lies outside the circle, how many tangents you can draw? You can draw 2 tangents. You can draw one tangent like this. So let me call that as PQ, and one more tangent like this. So let us call that as PQ and PR are the 2 tangents. 2 tangents can be drawn. When point lies outside the circle, 2 tangents can be drawn. Coming to the second theorem, the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So here I have drawn a circle with the center O, and the point P lies outside the circle, and P is called an external point. And you know that from an external point to a circle, you can draw 2 tangents. PQ and PR are the 2 tangents drawn from an external point P to a circle. Now what we have to prove? The length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal, we have to prove. Means PQ and PR are the 2 length of the tangents, and these length of the 2 tangents are equal, we have to prove. So what we have to prove, children? To prove PQ equal to PR. The data write what is given. A circle with the center O, a point P lies outside the circle, and 2 tangents PQ and PR on the circle from point P. Now we have to prove that PQ is equal to PR. Now how will you prove, children? So to prove PQ equal to PR, we need construction. So what's the construction? Join OQ, join OR, and join O and P. Clear? This is our construction. Join OQ, comma, join OR, comma, and OP. Now we have to prove. Proof. See here, we are finding 2 triangles now, isn't it? OQP and triangle ORP. So in triangle OQP and triangle ORP. Now let me write OQ equal to OR because radii of the same circle, and OP equal to OP. It is common side for both the triangles. Common side for both the triangles. Now directly you can write triangle OQP. Therefore triangle OQP is congruent to triangle ORP, because here you know that first theorem you have learned that the radius drawn to the point of contact is perpendicular to the tangent. Radius drawn to the point of contact, it is perpendicular to the tangent. Now OQP is right angle triangle. ORP is also a right angle triangle. So now here this triangle you can write it as it is right angle triangle, because OQ is perpendicular to PQ. By first theorem we have learned that one. Now by RHS criteria, right angle hypotenuse side, postulate or RHS criteria, you can write if OQ is equal to, so this is a now hypotenuse side, and it should be right angle hypotenuse and one side. If they are equal, then you can write these two right angles are congruent triangles. So by RHS criteria, if they two triangles are congruent, then directly write PQ equal to PR, because CPCT means corresponding part of congruency of triangle. If two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides are equal and also corresponding angles also equal. At last you write QED. With these theorems, I will wind up the session. In my next video, let us start solving exercise problems. Till then, keep practicing these theorems. And if you like our video, please press like button and do subscribe the channel to learn maths in an easier way. Thank you.